Also in general, I hope everyone's having a good week 3. I don't know if you guys were here like right at 5, but I was talking to the group about how it feels like it's week 6 already, just with the workload. So, congrats for making it, to week 3. Hope you guys are doing well mentally, physically, and all of that as well. So, but let's have a little fun. This is a much more fun debate night than what's gonna happen after this debate night. Um, so okay, first, if you guys were here last week, obviously we had a Lakers theme since they won the NBA championship. This week we have a one slide Dodgers theme because they advanced to the World Series. So yes, they won 4-3 in Game 7. And for all you guys, all you baseball fans out there, and are in the World Series. So shout out to LA again. I'm personally, once again, I'm from the Bay Area, so I have biases towards the Giants, but they're not in it. So I once again I root for LA. Second.
Okay,
Okay.
so will we take it away?
Yes.
Yeah, just noting, fun fact, the either team that wins the World Series will have two teams win a major championship in major sports. Tampa Bay won hockey and Lakers won basketball, so that's a fun fact. Anyway, question 1. So LeBron James just won his 4th championship, and the question always comes, who's the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? Michael Jordan, 6-time NBA champion with 2 three-peats. He won 5 MVPs. LeBron is a 4-time champion with 4 MVPs, but he's been to 10 NBA finals. And at one point, he went to 8 straight finals. It's kind of crazy that he wasn't in it last year. It was a pretty big shock. So the question is always, who's the greatest of all time?
And guys, I shared there some context. We're gonna go into, well, we were intending to do some breakout rooms. We're having some issues with it right now. But if anyone has some thoughts on this, begin sharing, because either way, we're gonna poll at the end, and we'll have a definitive answer. So the floor is yours. Whoever thinks they have a hot take.
Yeah, I think it's Jordan. I'm a big LeBron fan too, but thing with LeBron's career, it's too many what ifs. Like 2016, like what if no, like 2015, what if Kevin Love and Kyrie wasn't injured? We don't know what's gonna happen. Or what if when they lost to the Mavs when his first year in the Heat? It's like LeBron had made that 10, he'd have made 10 finals, and that's a pretty incredible feat too. But just being that undefeated 6 for 6, it's hard when it just one championship. The fact he wins 6 of them and each time was a three-peat, that just show like you to a whole different level. Like you just a different type of dominant.
Yeah, that's fair to say. All right, I think we can get into the rooms now.
Breakout rooms. Yeah, I had to stop sharing. So okay, we're gonna put you guys in breakout rooms. That's a good analysis, Jonathan. Also, I feel like coming off of the Last Dance, I'm starting to lean towards that, but I don't want to skew anyone's answer. So we're gonna throw you guys into some breakout rooms to have a discussion about whether you guys think it's MJ or LeBron.
Just for a couple minutes. We have a few topics to cover.
Yes. So we will have 5 breakout rooms, and it's gonna assign automatically. Okay. We're gonna edit.
All right. Well, I don't know about you guys, but we had some good thoughts over in my break. Jonathan and Lee. Definitely some hot takes.
I think the only thing to do now is to put it to a vote.
Yep. So we'll have to see what the people think. Let the people speak. All right. Do we have Christina?
She's muted.
Okay, I'm sorry I was muted. I'm about to bring up the poll. Hope you guys had good discussions about it. And we will just
All right, shout out that Patriots shirt. I see you, Sam. Wow.
I'm trying. Wait, can you guys see the answers or no?
No.
Okay,
Just
okay. Sorry, I'm like, let me hide my face. I'll give you guys like 10 more seconds if anyone else wants to chime in their answers.
All right.
So
I think we got everyone.
All right. Okay, I'm about to share it.
Pretty one-sided there, guys.
Wow.
That looks like it was a breakout room of 4 that chose Michael Jordan. So it was 4 for Michael Jordan, 11 for LeBron.
So I guess we know who the GOAT is now.
Yeah. Does anyone want to speak on that for a minute? Advocate for LeBron real quick. Who chose LeBron?
I mean, I can say a little bit. So the thing that really I feel, so it's hard to compare players across eras. Like comparing a pitcher to today to a pitcher in the 90s is different. And I think comparing basketball today to basketball in the 90s is a lot different. I think that the game has gotten more advanced, more like the three has developed and changed the game so much. And I feel that LeBron is playing in a harder game, even if it's less physical because of all the fouls that they call. It's a harder game to win in than Michael Jordan played for. And I think that LeBron has carried every team he's been on, while Jordan had a really great team around him. And I think that it just overall LeBron has had to do a lot more to win, which is why he's a 4-10, 4-6 in his NBA Finals career. But I think that he's an overall better player.
Yeah. One could also argue though he's had a better supporting cast.
I don't know, Pippen and Kerr and those guys.
Nah, you can't compare that, man. You can't compare that.
And clearly I'm on the wrong side of things.
Kevin Love, AD, you can't compare that, man. Supporting cast, LeBron had a better win. That's a good. I think Jordan a better. I think LeBron a better player overall, but career wise, 6-6, you can't really match that.
That's fair. That's so true.
All right, we should go to number 2 now.
Yes. Question 2. Okay, back to you, Nick. Give a little context to this question.
So I'm a baseball fan at heart. So the big question about today is that so baseball normally plays 162 games in a season, but because of arguments and pay and all these different things and COVID, they cut it down to 60 games. And in addition, they went from having 10 postseason spots to 16. So they expanded the playoffs, shortened the season. Do the fact that the game is so much different change the legitimacy of the champion, be it Tampa Bay or the Dodgers? Does it make it less equal to a championship from the years prior?
Okay. With all of that context, I'm going to throw you guys back into breakout rooms. And we'll have probably less time this time to stay on track for like 3 minutes to talk about this. So let's.
Yeah, and come back to the main room, like right as someone finishes their thought once it offers you to go back.
Okay, you guys ready for question 2? I'm about to put it back up as a poll. Hopefully, I know some people may have gotten persuaded from this, or from your guys' discussion. So let's move on to the next poll. Okay. It should be live now. Is a championship legitimate in a 60 game in an MLB season? Yes or no? Interesting.
Some interesting results.
Yeah. It kind of coincides. Okay, I'm going to end it.
I'm really disappointed if it says no.
All right. I want to hear someone talk on the no part and give us your argument because I'm honestly with you.
Oh, okay. I voted yes. Someone else go.
Who else put no? Help me out
I
here.
can talk.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, it's not legit because think about it. Each MLB team, what the rotation's, 4 or 5 pitchers? They're looking 60 games. I mean, you're having each guy pitch maybe 12 games. That's not enough, I guess, time to show what the team's got. And honestly, I feel like that the season is called a season because it's like you improve over the season. It's ups, downs, you get better, worse. I mean, a pitcher getting just like 10 starts or something over like the whole season and calling it like quits, that's not the way to say you're a championship team or a playoff team even, I feel.
Absolutely. It's strong argument. I agree. It's more of a marathon than a sprint, and we didn't get that marathon this year.
Yeah.
Can I just rebut that for 1 second?
Yeah, go for it.
So I 100% agree, and I would have said no had the season played out differently. However, because the Rays and the Dodgers are the 2 teams in the playoffs, in the World Series, I think it's legit. Had it been any other 2 teams, I would have said no, this is sham, like if the Astros had made it. But because they were the 2 best teams, if they had played 162, unless their entire team got injured, those teams would have been the 2 teams that were the best in the league. Play 60, play 162. So just because they are the 2 teams, I'm okay with it. But had it been different, I would have said no. So it's more any other scenario, I would have said no. But because it's those 2 teams, that's why I voted yes.
Fair enough.
All right, you guys ready for question number 3?
Yeah.
Is the NFL, this is very short and sweet, is the NFL getting soft? So
Okay.
Nick, can you give us a little more context? What does this mean?
Yeah. So in recent years, the NFL has changed its rules a lot under the guise of protecting players, like increasing the roughing the passer rule, calling, like if you touch a wide receiver, it's basically a pass interference, a lot of other hits. And basically they've been trying to enforce player safety, but what it's resulted in is basically a defense can't touch the offense. And so you're seeing a lot of 30 to 40 games. You saw the Rams Chiefs 2 years ago that was like 56 to 50, like these really high scoring games, and you're not seeing the low scoring 12 to 10s, 9 to 6 games with really strong defenses. And some people would say it's for player safety. Others would say the NFL is just wants to see high flying offenses and doesn't care about defense anymore. And they're getting soft and like, and the way I word it is they're not caring. They don't care about defense anymore. They say offense sells, and that's all they want to see. So
money's talking.
All right, we're going right back into our breakout rooms for another 3 minutes. Great introduction, Nick. Hopefully that gives you guys a little guidance on what side you favor. And they are live.
Hi, I may not be in a breakout room because I was late because I'm on a train back to San Diego this weekend. So I can't talk too much, but I wanted to be here just to listen to the debate.
Oh yeah, definitely. Do you want me to assign you into a breakout room just so you can listen? Or do you want to just
Yeah,
chill?
that'd be great, and I'll just type. Yeah, I'll go into a breakout room. I'll hear what people are saying.
Okay.
And
let's throw you in. Yeah, nice to have you here. Make sure to fill out too. At the end, make sure to put the attendance form. I don't know if you already filled that out, but just for today, so you get some points too for showing up.
Yeah, I haven't. I showed up maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No worries. Okay, I'm gonna throw you into what room? We'll throw you into room 3.
Sounds
All right,
good.
I'll see you soon. All right. Are we all back? Room?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me bring back up the presentation and the poll. All right, ready? After your discussion, what did you guys decide? Is the NFL getting soft? Yes or no?
Ooh.
I'm trying not to give it or not look at it.
Yeah, no, my bad. I should not react.
Okay, I think, all right, just a few more seconds, 5 more seconds for anyone that hasn't voted yet.
I think that's it.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Pretty divisive issue we got here, guys.
It was a
wow.
tie.
So I think Christina will be our deciding vote. Let's hear one person real quick. You got like 15 or 20 seconds to make your case before Christina decides.
And I can tell y'all, I was leaning in my breakout room towards the answer of no and leaning into player safety. So if anyone wants to give a reasoning for yes, let me know.
I mean, my simple one is just I'm all for player safety and all that, especially like as a player right now. I just think we might have gone a little too far, which puts me on the yes side of it, but that's not a super convincing argument.
I'm gonna go no side, or someone else want to go because
Yeah, sorry. I'm also the yes side. I just think that the NFL is getting soft, like we talked about in our breakout room, the importance of player safety and everything. But I think the important thing that I think of when I think of player safety is more the NFL covering their own asses when they think of player safety and like protecting themselves from future lawsuits in the future, instead of like actually caring about the players. And then also like promoting the future of their league. Like Patrick Mahomes is the future of the NFL because they're making it so he can put up 50 points a game, and that's how they're getting viewers and stuff like that. It's more how they're getting viewers and how they're raking in money more than player safety, I think.
That's a good.
Yeah.
That's
I got to go with that too. Also, my last thing would be we know what we're signing up for.
Adding their last 2 cents. So I actually agree that. So that's a good point. I think what Patrick just brought up, like, I think the NFL uses this term of player safety more so to save their own organization. 100%. Do I think the word soft would be the right adjective? I don't know. I still don't know if I agree with that word. I think the game definitely has changed. Maybe the rules are like more strict and all of that, but I don't think I would necessarily still say it was soft. I think, yeah, like I said, I think because of player safety, a lot of rules have somewhat changed. A lot of protections have put into place, which definitely has changed the game. But I still wouldn't say the NFL is getting soft. So I'm gonna still stick with no on this one.
Yeah, I kind of
Christina there. I don't think the question or the framing of the question does the NFL justice by calling this off. Because like you mentioned in the breakout, like, sure, there are many policies being implemented into the game, but that only forces the players to be more skillful and develop these new strategies of implementing the physical contact in a way that doesn't get them flags. And as I also mentioned, like, I think the next generation of athletes that do appear in the NFL are going to find creative ways of making the game much more physical by, you know, internalizing and abiding by the rules. So that's the way I see it.
It's good stuff.
All right, let's move on to question number 4. We got last 2 questions. Let's bring back Nick, our expert, once again to give us some context to this question.
I had to throw in a second baseball one. So basically in this past year, the MLB has discussed bringing in robotic umps. In essence, there would be an umpire behind home plate and a pitch would be thrown, and then there will be a little buzzer or a little light that would show him strike or ball, and he would call it. He wouldn't make any judgments. It would be a computer or a robot that would be making the balls and strikes. Basically, the move is it's more accurate, but then people on the other side would say you're taking out the human element of the game, and that's part of the game of baseball is the human error of an umpire. I think the part of the game is to argue with the umpire, but also on the other side, people said, well, why not just be 100% right? I think that's an argument for any ref. It doesn't have to be baseball. What about having a computer decide if a catch is made, or if a person false start, or if the ball made it past the first down line? You could argue anything. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Nick, for that introduction. Like you said, this is actually a pretty applicable question to a lot of sports. I'm even thinking like track and field and how it's, you know, all the way down to like the 100th of a second and distances too. Sometimes they pull out like a measuring tape. I'm like, is it that accurate? I don't know. So let's put ourselves back into breakout rooms for another 3 minutes and talk to your breakout room about this.
Shoot. Oh, wait.
Oh, we're just the first ones.
Oh, okay.
All right. We're all back from our breakout rooms. Question number 4, should the MLB, and really like any sport, move to robotic umpires technology? So we're going to put the poll back up and going to vote. All right. All right, we're going to give it like 4 more seconds. This one is not a tie. I can say that. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's see.
There you have it.
No, that's what I'm going to share first, I guess. Our group was kind of leaning like, I think there's importance to have like a mix of somewhat having like human interaction still within it, to still have that aspect of sports culture where there's challenges and different things like that. Obviously, it's frustrating when refs and umpires make the wrong call, but it kind of brings like a fun aspect to sports at the same time and being able to challenge that too. So if everything just moved to like robotics and technology, that would totally change the game. What are your guys' thoughts?
I think the main thing was I just don't want to lose like the ejections and like the managers arguing with the umpires and them getting thrown out, unless they can make like they can code that into the umpires, but but no.
Well, just to clarify, they're going to use human home plate umpires, but just something else will call it. So it's not quite like a robot out there, but still, you wouldn't be able to argue with the home plate ump. It would just be like, sorry, robot called it.
Yeah, you can't. You won't have to get. You won't have the managers come out and kick the sand over home plate. That's gonna make. It's gonna be sad.
Yep.
Not baseball anymore.
Okay.
I'm like,
oh yeah.
Sorry. I'm like completely against that because I think like baseball is a game of error. Like not being able to like be mad about the call that the umpire, like some are just ridiculous, but others like they kind of make you be a better player. Like you strike out on a bad pitch, you're gonna want to come up next time and like you're like hungrier to do better, you know, which I think like like having robots, just like having it robotic would just like completely change baseball.
Agreed.
Good point. 100% agree.
Okay, last one. This one's also kind of baseball related, but sorry, it's me. So basically, in the four major sports in the U.S., there 3 of them have a salary cap. So basically, you have a certain amount of money you can spend on your team. The NFL has a certain one, and NHL and the NBA. The MLB does not use a salary cap. That's why you see teams like the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Red Sox, who spend millions to build good teams. However, we found in recent history, even if you have a great team by a lot of money, you might not win. The Rays have one of the lowest payrolls in baseball, but they're in the World Series. So the question I ask is, should we have a salary cap for competitive balance, or does it not matter that we have a salary cap? Is it bad for players in terms of how much they can make because you're capping the amount that they can make and affecting who gets paid and who doesn't? So just overall, does the salary cap system help sports or does it hurt sports?
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to throw you guys back in the breakout rooms. Once again, this is going to be a hard 3 minutes to the last question. Okay, I think we're all back in here. Question 5, should major US sports use a salary cap? Let's bring up the poll for this. All right, it's live. Oh, this is interesting, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 5 seconds. 1, share results. So most of you guys voted yes. 77% said yes, there should be a salary cap. Does anyone who voted yes want to speak on that for just 1 minute?
Yeah, real quick.
Or if not, I mean, we can also.
I can go if
Yeah,
no one else wants. I think it comes down to, I guess, being able to equal the playing field, because once you can't, I guess not all teams can afford everyone, and I guess once some other like certain players get pretty good, after a certain point, they're gonna move on to these richer teams. Like, I don't know if any of you used to watch remember the 2014 Detroit Tigers. They were a pretty good rotation. We had Anibal Sanchez, Max Scherzer, Justin Verlander, Rick Porcello, all in one rotation. And we had Prince Fielder at first, Miguel Cabrera at third, Ian Kinsler. I mean, that was an amazing team, but thing is, they just disbanded because they got more money in other places. Scherzer went to Washington. We traded Justin to get some money. So, I mean, I think there should definitely be salary cap to balance the playing field out.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, let's move on. So just for the sake of time, since we only have a few more minutes till this presidential debate starts, thank you guys for all being here once again for this debate. Make sure you fill out that attendance form that Colin has intermittently put in the chat. So what's our next play? What's happening next? Who's our speaker next week? So next Thursday, we're back at 6 p.m. So as you guys noted, this week was a little bit earlier because the debate, but we're going back to our regular scheduled time next Thursday, the 29th at 6 p.m. We'll be hosting guest speaker Jasmine Miner. So she's currently a reporter and fill-in anchor for ABC in Cincinnati. She's formerly was with ESPN and Fox as a reporter. And she has an award, or she was awarded an Emmy in 2018, and two-time nominee for a Suncoast Emmy in 2020. So a pretty rock star guest that we have next week in the realm of sports media. So we're super grateful to have someone like her come in. We will be sending out an email for this and be posting this on socials as well. Be sure to share all of that out if you guys follow us on Instagram, and to get more people to hear about this. And reminder real quick of the attendance policy. So if you are new, this is why we keep track of attendance. So really make sure you do fill out that attendance form just so you get your points and credit for being here. Why does that matter? Because this point system basically influences at the end of each quarter. We try to have some sort of field trip. Obviously it's COVID year, which so it might look a little bit differently. And since we can only bring so many people on these trips, or also we do some little giveaways and things like that, just to reward people for their engagement and attendance within BISBA. So definitely don't want you guys to miss out on your points. So definitely fill that attendance form that's in the chat so that we know and can give you guys points. So lastly, wrap up. Thank you guys once again for attending. Stay strong in week 3. You guys, I know you guys are killing it. You guys are scholar students here at UCLA. Make sure you follow our socials if you don't already. So not only do we have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, connect with us, but also, and we have our email. So if you have any questions, feel free to email us. But we also have a group me, which Colin has been putting in the chat as well. Would love to have you guys join that group me. It's newly started, and we have conversations like this all the time within that, as well as updates about BISBA. So that's all we have for today, right at 5:59. So we'll wrap it up just there. Thanks again for everyone for showing up. Hope this was fun. Hope you guys learned something and got a new perspective as well. And go Bruins. That's how I'm going to end the week 3. Have a good rest of you guys' night.
Go Bruins.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.